This is Jenny. She's our latest foster dog. It's her first winter in New England, and she's never seen snow before. Jenny was found more than 2,000 miles away on the beautiful Caribbean island of Aruba, where the average year-round temperature is 82 degrees and most days are sunny and dry. Jenny is a 9-month-old Aruban Cunucu Street Dog, and if it weren't for some kind volunteers on the island, she wouldn't have made it this far. She was living on the streets, undernourished, and nursing a broken leg. Her future there was bleak. Jenny is one of an estimated 20 to 30,000 Cunucu Street Dogs trying to survive on an island that's mostly desert and not much bigger than the island of Martha's Vineyard. We originally came for a tropical getaway at a place known as One Happy Island, but we soon learned the sunny island has a dark side that any tourist who loves animals needs to know about. It's not a place many visitors know about. This is where thousands of the island's Cunucu Street Dogs eventually end up. This is the government-funded holding center, known to most of the island's residents simply as the kill cage. An estimated 7,000 to 8,000 unwanted animals are euthanized here every year. There's a sign outside the kill cage warning people that most animals dropped off here will be put down, but that didn't seem to matter the day we were there. We could not help wonder how anyone could leave these little puppies to die. For these puppies, their only hope that there might be some space for them at the Aruba Animal Shelter next door. We watched as a volunteer from the shelter decides if these puppies are fit enough to be saved.
He's not afraid. We like them if they come to you. Then they have more chance. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All from the same litter, you think?
Yeah. I think this has another one for it, man. No, it's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. Yeah, I think so. She's too small and she's sick.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, we won't let her.
For these puppies, they will get a second chance, thanks to the Aruba Animal Shelter and its hard-working volunteers. The Aruba Animal Shelter is the island's only shelter. It's entirely run by volunteers, and it receives no government funding.
This year we're celebrating our 30th anniversary. The shelter is the rescue group that's been on the island the longest. So here at the shelter we are giving a second chance to as many cats and dogs as we can. And we're rescuing most of our animals from the government-funded holding cages, which are located right next to our shelter. So every day we go in there and we save what we can, depending on how much space we have and a few other factors. But that's what we do, and then we take care of the animals until we make sure they get the proper veterinarian care, and ultimately are looking for a new home for them.
Unfortunately, the shelter only has room for about 18 adult dogs, 18 puppies, and 10 cats, and 8 kittens. And every year, they find homes for about 250 rescue dogs and about 100 cats and kittens.
We do try and find homes for them mostly locally, but we also do have a good number of tourists coming to the shelter who fall in love with an animal and then they take it back to the States or Canada or Holland or wherever they're from.
There are more than a half dozen volunteer organizations, all working to help the thousands of homeless and neglected animals on the island. Kathy is with ARF Aruba, one of those volunteer organizations. She is originally from the U.S. and now lives on the island full-time, where she devotes most of her time to managing every aspect of ARF's rescue and foster care program.
Our main goal is sterilization, and then we try to find homes for them, and either on the island or off the island. We feel that rescue is a chain. The chain is made of links, and without one of those links we can't do anything, whether it's a foster, it's a transporter, it's a donator. They're all links that are tied together, and we can't do anything without one of those links.
Kathy also spends much of her time helping tourists who want to bring Cunucu rescue dogs back to the U.S. and other countries navigate through the airport regulations and customs.
All the airlines will accept puppies except for Spirit and Southwest. American Airlines is the only one that will do adult dogs, and Suriname Airways will do adult dogs, but they only go as far as Miami. So after Miami, you need to find another way to get them the rest of the way.
While many tourists heading home look forward to bringing back tropical tans and memories of a Caribbean island vacation, we were bringing back a more precious cargo. 5 Cunucu rescue dogs and 1 puppy. Thanks to dedicated volunteers like Kathy, Rhonda, Zoe, and Kenny, they were nursed back to health and now have medical papers that will allow us to bring them back to the U.S.
I really enjoy the Aruba dogs specifically because their personalities. They're very mild-tempered, very sweet, very affectionate, very grateful. My first dog is from the island, Aruba, so that's why I fell in love with Aruba dogs. And I just think that they're sweet little animals.
2 of the Aruba Cunucu rescues are heading back home to the U.S. with us. Linda and I plan to foster them until we can find their forever homes. Prince was found living under a dumpster by an Aruban police officer named Kenny. Prince was covered with ticks and had other life-threatening medical issues when he was found.
How does it feel to know that Prince is going to be, after all you've done for him, is going to a home and it's going to be?
That fulfills me. That gives me a great satisfaction because I know it's for the better, for the best for the dog. So I'm so happy. Yeah, thank you.
And Luna was found living on the side of a busy highway. It would have been only a matter of time before she would be hit and killed by a car, a fate shared by too many of her Aruban siblings. And before we boarded, we were approached by passengers who had seen the street dog problem for themselves on Aruba, and they thanked us for giving these Cunucus a second chance. But we do not want this story to be about us. It's about the Cunucu Street Dogs and how these dogs are bringing the people of Aruba together to make a change for the better despite overwhelming odds. All the Aruban Cunucu dogs we brought back with us to the U.S. had no trouble finding forever homes. Prince and Luna both were adopted only a few weeks after their arrival. Prince found a family with 2 young children. It is their first dog. And Luna found a family that also adopted another rescue dog so Luna could have a canine companion. As for Jenny, after living on a Caribbean island all her life, she doesn't seem to mind the snow, and she's receiving a lot of warmth and love from her new family too. We hope you have learned, as we have, that even as a tourist, you can make a difference. Please support the volunteer organizations and businesses on Aruba that are working to help the Cunucu Street Dog. And whether it's Cunucu from Aruba or a rescue from your local shelter, please consider adopting one.
Arf!